All right, so we're going to install some new side mirrors. There's a couple of tools needed for this. Just four. Need 11 millimeter. That's what's holding your mirror on. This is a 7 millimeter, and one we don't use much. It's going to be to remove the speaker, 5.5, and trim puller kit here. So we'll start with that. Just want to pop this little control panel out here. Controls your windows and locks. Looks like we're already missing a screw here. That's going to be a 7 millimeter. There's another one behind this reflector. Pop this off. You can do it by hand, use a trim puller if you'd like. This door panel just lifts up and sets off. You can shimmy your controls out through the top just to avoid unplugging stuff. Set it down out of your way. Now let's pull the speaker out. That's going to be that 5.5. Pull it out, let it hang. Pop these plugs out here. You're going to have a plug-in under this plastic. Unplug that. This is going to be your 11 millimeter. It's going to remove the mirror. Be careful so you don't have to fish these 11 millimeter bolts out, or nuts out, sorry, inside the door panel. Just kind of lean them back a little bit. That's pretty much it. The mirror's off now. It kind of hangs. Putting the new one in, the foam's not smashed down, so it's a little bit harder. Just pulls off pretty easy. It's probably easier with the window down, so you can kind of hold it and walk around the truck. But we're going to try to be careful and hope we don't drop it. I don't have anyone to help me with this. Probably see this foam. It goes on there, then the mirror. There's one for the left, one for the right. They're both different. Just fish this inside the door. You'll see where the old one came off. And I'm going to try to hang it by these last two studs here and walk around really slow until I maybe grab the mirror or get one of those nuts started on here. the scary part. I don't want to drop the brand new mirrors. I'm going to try to hold this over the top and get it started. It's probably a two-person project. I think you can do it yourself if you're careful. I'm going to use the old hardware that came off. The hardware the mirror came with. These came from eBay. The hardware feels kind of cheap. Let's get it started. And then go back and check the outside to make sure all the foam's tucked underneath the mirror. Since we're here, let's go ahead and plug this thing back in. Run it through the second hole here. Make sure you plug it in all the way. If you don't, the door panel's pretty easy to take off. You just don't want to have to do it twice. We'll go ahead and set the speaker back in. This can be back on your 5.5. This has a magnet on the back, so it'll kind of stay in place for you. You don't want to over tighten these. It's just in the inside of the door here. Just holding the speaker, doesn't have to be too tight. All right, let's go make sure our mirror's centered up. Back to 11 millimeter. These mirrors have a torque spec. I started with the driver's side, and I want to say it's like 9 Newton meters. The torque wrench I was using, I don't trust it. It made a loud popping noise. I don't know if that was something settling into place or just bad calibration on the wrench. So don't over tighten these. Don't have to be tight. You're just tightening foam. Someone told me this is foot pounds, this is inch pounds. I think I'm going to trust them on it. I'm the master at breaking bolts, especially stuff that doesn't need to be that tight. I'll still over tighten it and snap it just to have it. All right, time to put the door panel back on. Like I said, just fish this through, avoid unplugging it. Make sure you get all those prongs back in place. Switch back to the 7mm on the nut driver. Put your reflector back on. Another 7mm here. I'm missing it. I'll have to find one of those later. This just snaps back in. We'll go ahead and stick our plugs back on. This part snaps on as well. There you go, not too bad. This is what the new mirrors look like. Pretty good upgrade from the old round ones. I'll put a link to the mirrors in the description here.